hope that you're having a beautiful day today wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching this video. Many of you who have been following me on Instagram highly requested me to make this video after you have seen me posting the videos and pictures of me interacting with my kids in Montessori ways. And I can tell you that Montessori methods really work. If you're considering sending your kid to Montessori school, you can just try out very simple activities at home, and I will be making a separate Montessori activity videos. But today I want to talk about the benefits of her theory and the benefits of sending your child to Montessori school. In general, students who have been taught by Montessori methods tend to do better in life, personality wise and academically wise. And there are quite a few big names out there. One of those is Sergey Brin and Larry Page. They are the founders of Google. Jeff Bezos, he's the founder of Amazon. Jimmy Wales, he's a founder of Wikipedia. Other ones are Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Beyonce, Julia Child, and many others. I have seen these people mentioning in their interviews and actually accrediting Montessori methods towards their success that they have achieved. Maria's Montessori methods were really extraordinary, and she was an extraordinary personality. She was awarded for Nobel Peace Prize 3 times, and she really achieved a lot in her personal life. What I love the most about Montessori method is that it is following the child. It accepts that every child is different. It respects their inner motivation and their desires to learn. So in Montessori school, there is no grades, there is no competition, there is no winner or the best person or the worst person. There is no comparison and there is no homework. This education approach is centered around child and his interests, not centered around curriculum. One of the few interesting features of Montessori school is that classrooms are mixed age. So it's unlike in our schools. You will find 0 to 3 children being together and 3 to 6 being together, just because she believed that younger children can learn through experience and through observing the elder children, and older children in return can teach the smaller ones, and their self-esteem can grow. Montessori also believed that giving freedom to your child is very important. So they are allowed to climb, to build, to take things whatever they want. Provide freedom to your child, but within certain limits, just to create a safe environment. I've seen many parents scolding their children not to pick up flowers or don't play in the mud because you'll get dirty. By limiting our children in this way, we are really stopping them from being independent. In true Montessori school, you will find that there are no teachers. There are people who are called guides. In the classroom, usually you will see children doing different things. So some children will be learning math, some children will be learning language skills, reading, other children will be learning science, crafts, whatever they want to do. And I remember reading about a story where there was a boy and he would come into the classroom, and every morning he was going to this train and he wanted to play with this wooden train. So their teacher allowed him to play with that train for about an hour or so, however long it took him, and then later on they would show him how to build a track, how the steam in a train works, different engineering videos and interviews from the train drivers. Just anything about the trains, anything he wanted to know about the trains, and this only grew his passion towards it. So this is amazing how Montessori school does not suppress the interest of the child. differently from conventional schools where you have limited 45 minutes or 1 hour in some countries lesson about certain topic, and that's where it finishes pretty much, and then you have to move on to the next one. If you think about yourself and the way you learn as an adult, you want to do things on your own time and the way you want to do. This is how you're going to learn the best. And so many parents these days, they don't allow their children to be independent. They don't let them tied up after themselves if they spill something. So for example, if my children spill something, I try not to panic and I don't shout at them. I just encourage them by example to clean it, take a tissue. It was an accident, that's fine, and this is what we do when this happens. So they will take tissue, absorb it, and they go throw it out. They also love washing up dishes after themselves. I don't mind that they will spill water all over the sink or they will make their clothes wet, but I see this desire, this light in their eyes when they want to do it, so I allow this to happen. Another thing, when my daughter wants to have grapes or strawberries, she just turned 4, but she goes to the fridge, she takes it out, she washes it herself and she eats it. And I love the independence that a 4-year-old can have through this Montessori teaching that I adopted in our daily life. We need to allow our children to pour their own drinks if they want to drink from a normal glass, not from the baby bottles, and to let them, I don't know, dress up by themselves, choose their own outfit for the day. Just let them experience that independence that every human wants to experience. Talking about the independence, Montessori was encouraging child-led weaning, and many parents are very new to this concept, and only with my second child I started doing it since he was very little. So when he started solids, about 6 months old, I started giving him spoon, I started giving him a small sized cup, not a baby bottles and sippy cups, so that he was able to have a grasp of a real life experience. And to be honest, it didn't take him very long time to learn to hold the spoon and the fork and drink from the cup. And he did spill things all over himself, on the carpet, etc. But I just don't take this thing seriously. I just clean up and move on. All of my children, 2-year-old and 4-year-old, are able to cater themselves. They are able to put food in their plate, sit down on the table, pour their drinks and eat by themselves. I feel that they love their independence when they do these things. I never force them to do it. I never ask them to do it. The child will ask you himself to do it, and so all you need to do as a parent, don't stop them. This is what Montessori was saying about a child's absorbent mind. So she was calling this ability to learn effortlessly from age 0 to 6-year-old. So they learn things like talking, climbing, crawling, walking, rolling over and things like that, all by themselves. We can sometimes encourage them or think that we are actually teaching them, but actually they are doing it by themselves. And this is when it's the best time to introduce them to Montessori methods. She said that every child in their play has sensitive periods, and she said that we as parents or guides who are in the classroom should not interrupt in a child's activity when this so-called sensitive period comes. And she calls it extreme or very strong concentration on whatever activity they are doing. So for example, if your child is drawing something and you see that they are completely zoned out, do not interrupt, do not encourage them. Oh, maybe do this, or do this differently, or use this color, or I'll give you this. Just leave them and let their imagination unfold. And these are the moments when child's interest grows the most, the strongest part of his learning. So it's best not to interrupt. And for us as parents, sometimes it could be very difficult thing to do, because we often interrupt our children playing and say, okay, now it's time to go to sleep, take a nap, or time to eat, or we need to go somewhere. So the best thing is to do to respect your child, and usually these moments will not last for too long. So if you need to go out and you see your child is really having this moment, I don't know, do something else, pack your bag, or put your clothes on, or put your shoes on, just anything. Let him finish. Montessori also believed in prepared environment, and usually when you enter Montessori classroom, it is very bright, very simple, and very beautiful setting, and very tidy as well. Usually you will see flowers and things like that. And I remember when we were going to different nurseries for my children, and my husband took my son, who is 2-year-old, to different nurseries, and he would cry, he wouldn't let him go. But when we went to Montessori nursery, he just asked to put him down, and he ran away and he started picking things up and started playing. And there is really big difference between a normal nursery and Montessori. So if you're looking for the nurseries, I encourage you to go and visit local Montessori nursery in your area. If you want to see our Montessori inspired child playroom, let me know and I will make a video tour for you. Maria Montessori also said that it is very important that child's environment is being kept tidy. In Montessori school, you will see children doing activities for the sake of doing it, for the sake of perfecting it, and they will often do it on and on again because they want to become better at it. And it's not the goal that is rewarded, it's just the process itself. Matter of truth, many of us know, at least I have noticed, that children who go to conventional schools, the light in their eyes is very often dimmed by year 2 or 3. In Montessori school, children are encouraged to think for themselves, to follow their dreams, follow their interests, and really put a lot of time and effort in learning what they want to learn. In Montessori school, they will be following their inner calling, and they will not be sitting at their desks for 8 hours a day. And sometimes in their classroom you will see that guides are not even teaching anything at all, because children are so much involved and they are learning from each other, and the guides are there to answer any questions that they will have. All in all, Montessori has my heart, and I do anything to teach my children at home Montessori activities as much as possible, and I would love to send my children to a Montessori nursery. However, nowadays Montessori schools and nurseries are private, and not everybody can afford it. And although originally this was meant for poorer background children, nowadays it's became such a luxury and not everybody can access it. I do everything to provide them with the activities at home. So I have a dream to open my own Montessori nursery one day if I find the right investor. Anyways, I hope that this inspired you in some way or answered some of your questions that you had about Montessori School of Thought. And thank you so much for watching this video. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you in my next video soon. Bye bye for now.